What's up, wave makers? It's me, Mommy Suna.
What type of dog is this?
And I'm covered in baby powder, but don't worry about it because I'm about to change my clothes, and that's because this video is sponsored by Shapermint. And they're launching a new item. I haven't opened up the package yet, so we're all going to look at it together. Apparently, there's multiple items in here. They sent me high-waisted Shaper shorts this time around. Ooh. Oh, yeah. These are made out of the same material as the leggings, it feels like. Super stretchy. It's going to be super compressing, but also what I like about this is that it's going to keep my thighs from rubbing together. I've actually been wanting to get a pair of something like this for a long time, so I'm glad. Thank you, Shapermint, for sending me these. We have another high-waisted Shaper panty. You guys have seen me talk about these ones before, although this time I ordered a medium/large because the small one I had before was a little tight in the thighs, but this one I think is going to be perfect. Just for reference, if you're wondering what size I wear, like how I said this was medium to large, I'm 5'1", about 115 pounds, so I get medium large for that. I'm also very like short but like wide. Like I'm not like super petite framed, so I don't know if that helps anybody. They sent me, there's this cute little magazine catalog looking thing, the body positive edition. Nice. It's got a bunch of stuff in there about the company and the things they're selling. Oh, but here, okay, so here's the newbie. Here's the noober. These are the slim leg Shaper pants. Now in these, I got a medium/large as well, so we'll see how they fit. Oh, okay, so these are more of like a, oh, I'm so excited to try these on. They're more of like a professional looking pant. Like it's got the little well, they're fake pockets. They're not real. We'll have to see how these fit. Interesting. There's a nice hem at the bottom. They feel very, what's the word I'm looking for? Like the opposite of thin. I don't want to say thick because like they don't seem thick. They're just sturdy. Yeah, they're sturdy. There you go. But they stretch at the same time. Well, without further ado, guys, let's try all this on. Shapermint is a shapewear company that's in the business of confidence. They want to see empowered women live life to the fullest and celebrate their curves. Sorry, Griffin has hiccups. Shapermint's products are thoughtfully selected for your already perfect body to provide on-demand confidence all on your terms. So you can spend more time savoring your life and less time stressing over how your clothes fit. We really should change the conversation about shapewear from feeling like you need to hide your body into feeling confident by enhancing what you already have. Millions have already tried Shapermint shapewear, so whenever you're ready to make the choice to try it, you can rely on Shapermint. What do you want with your shapewear needs? Shapermint's got it all, guys. We got panties. Also, check the Black Friday sale. Guys, there's some sales going on right now. They got shorts. These are the guys that you just saw me put on in the video. They're great. They're wonderful. And they've got a lot of selections. They've got full-on bodysuits. What's up? But they also got bras. Okay, I have a few of these. And I gotta say, they are the most comfortable bras I own. I love my Shapermint bras. Griffin, you are a boy. You're a little lad. You can't say anything about these bras. No. The leggings too, they're amazing. You guys have seen me wear them before. I love Shapermint. It does make me feel way more confident in my mom bod. Our bodies changed a lot after having kids, and I'm really thankful that Shapermint found its way into my life. Their pieces pair well with the things I wear on a daily basis, and they just help me smooth stuff out, you know. I got a lot of loose skin. And personally, I always have a hard time like reminding myself that, you know, I made a baby with this body. So I like being able to wear shapewear because I don't have to hide my mom bod. I'm just enhancing it. Also, Shapermint will stay wherever you put it. Their garments come with like a little silicone anti-slip strip, so you put them there and they're gonna stay there. And I love that about these products. So you can feel confident, you can look amazing, and meanwhile you're getting all the lift and support and compression and all that good stuff that is gonna keep you feeling confident throughout the day. It's not an easy task to find the perfect black pant that helps define your shape, has enhanced comfort all day wear, and has a polished look. Shapermint's Impetua Slim Leg Shaper Pant is a timeless straight leg style that plays well at the office, on the weekend, and supports and hugs every curve anytime, anywhere. Pair these versatile pants with just about anything and make the transition from summer to autumn so much easier. Obviously, Obviously, these guys are a little loose on me. So as I was saying earlier, I'm 5'1.5" and about 115 pounds. So I got a medium in these, but I probably would have gone for a small. So I hope that helps anyone out if you're looking into getting these guys. Also, I live in Phoenix, so we don't really have seasons. It's just hot here all the time. So I did my best putting together a semi-fall look for you guys here. And you know your girl's got the hookup for you. You click my link down below and you can use that code Savannah Control 20 at checkout. Again, you click the link below, Savannah Control 20, all one word, at checkout, and you can score yourself 20% off these dudes or anything else off of Shapermint's website. Thanks again, Shapermint, for sponsoring this video. Now let's get into it. Sorry, I had to take that jacket off. It's supposed to be 80 here. What's up, Phoenix, in the middle of November? How's it going? I'll keep this shirt on though, even though I'm sweating. Also, our co-host Pop-Tart is here. There she is. Hello. Hi, Pop-Tart. Yeah, I know I don't always show you guys our co-host. We always just hear her, but she's here. Now that I have white cat hair all over my new Shapermint. Guys, I'm sorry to have to do this to you. But if I had to suffer through this, you do too. So I found, and when I say found, I mean multiple people sent this to me in DM. I found perhaps the world's most obnoxious, annoying multi-level marketing distributor that is on the platform of Instagram. Perhaps ever. She is a Limelife hun, which if you guys don't know, Limelife is the MLM that I left that made me turn anti-mlm. Although I don't know how long she's been in it. I think she probably joined after I left. Yeah, I'm sorry. You guys will see exactly what I mean as soon as we click play. And let me put this out there too. A lot of times when we review these huns, if you will, I often find myself saying like, no, I like her energy. She seems like a cool person. I just don't like that she's a hun. Guys, when I say that, most of the time you all disagree with me. You all go, no, she's obnoxious. No, she's annoying. I don't want to listen to this. My ears hurt. Meh. I even said about Boss Lee that I liked her energy. And I do. Listen, I guess maybe I'm just more attracted to people who have high energy because they're just more interesting to me. This crosses the line even for me. And you know the drill. Please leave your like and comment throughout the video. It helps the algorithm. I appreciate it so much when you guys do that. It really does help. But especially leave your like now before I press play because I get the feeling that you're probably going to want to take it back. And I don't like to be mean. I don't like to attack anyone on a personal level. And it's not that. It is not that. There is just something different here. I also want to tell you guys too, before we get started, I know I've been hinting at a deep dive for like weeks now. I'm telling you, I wanted it to be out this week. Okay, I cannot make it happen. It is so convoluted, such a fucking disaster, dumpster fire. It's a puzzle. There's so many pieces to it. I'm watching so many videos. I've listened to hours and hours and hours of a court case. Just a lot of shit. I wanted to get it all out to you this week. I need more time, especially with Thanksgiving coming up. Happy Thanksgiving, by the way, to my American people. Yeah, I'm so sorry I couldn't get it out this week. I promise you the deep dive is coming and you guys will understand when you see it. It's going to be a masterpiece when it's done, but it's just a matter of getting there anyway.
Hello, everyone. Hello. Happy Friday. Unfiltered Friday. Because I get a lot of, why are all of your blah, blah, blah filtered? First things first. Not all of my whatevers are filtered. I love a fun filter. However, this is me up close and personal. I also don't know why I always feel like I need to be so up close and personal. It's just me. It's just me. Take it or leave it. And I also had somebody tell me today or ask me today why I'm so loud. So that was fun. Fun little tip that's my worst thing ever is to be told to calm down or be quiet or that I'm too loud.
Okay, you guys get it, right? If you haven't noticed already, I'm already telling you right now, I'm going to do this in post-production, but there is a counter going on screen for you where we're going to be counting the that happened in this video. I'm telling you right now, there is an ungodly amount of them. If you haven't really caught on yet, this is pretty much what the video is going to be about. Just a lot of like, don't listen to the haters, be yourself, self-development, motivational speaking kind of thing. So that's what we're listening to here.
It has been a week. It has been a week. Hello, everyone hopping on. I don't know why I'm so close to you. I want you to hear this.
Girl, we hear it. I think my whole neighborhood has heard it. Perhaps even my whole like county.
For the most part, not everybody is going to hear this. They're going to swipe by, and that is, hi, Tosh! And that is totally okay. That is totally okay, and that is really the theme of this live. And I normally do not do this kind of live on my Instagram. Rebecca can get lost. Girl, bye. Kick rocks, Rebecca.
What do you think she'd say to us? All 50,000 of you can go kick rocks.
I don't normally do this kind of live on Instagram. Usually find this kind of live over on Facebook.
By the way, I went looking through her Facebook. I found her on Facebook. She has like a personal page and like a fan page, like a page you can go like or whatever. I couldn't find any spicy videos on there. From what I can tell, all the other videos she has on here are a lot about the Limelife products, which is kind of unusual for a high-ranking Hun to do, because usually it's all about recruit, and it's never about the products. I guess maybe it's a little different for a makeup MLM. We'd put on makeup every day to get in front of the camera when you're an influencer, so I guess it just makes sense to show yourself using the products, I guess, to make sales. See, that's what it is she's like making sales instead of like actively trying to recruit people. But here is, yeah, from what I can tell, this is an unusual thing for her to be talking about, which is why I picked this video.
However, I thought, since I'm spending more time over here on Instagram, I will just check in, do a little unfiltered Friday, unfiltered on my face, and with my freckles. Your girl has a little bit of freckles on today, and unfiltered with my...
Oh, okay, I know you can't see because I have her face blurred, but like, I was thinking to myself, oh, she has freckles, that's cute. They're like really big freckles, but they're cute. I guess they're not real, and now it all makes sense to me. They don't look natural. I thought there was something totally weird about them, and now I get it.
So, I might start doing these more often. I have a lot of thoughts. I try to keep them off social media, but this one is good. So I have been, again, this is where most people are going to sign off. So, sayonara. I'll see you on the next reel or the next...
By the way, if you are one of these people who feels like you have to sign off right now because you cannot sit through this, I understand, and I am so sorry for putting you through it. Bye-bye. I'll see you next time. There's always people when I have like high energy Huns on here. They're like, I'm sorry, Savannah. I either had to watch this in 7 parts or I can't watch it at all. I'm here to tell you that what she just said, if you have to leave, I understand.
No hard feelings. Not everything I do is going to be for everyone, and I am totally okay with that. If you are here to please everyone, you're actually not pleasing yourself. That's how I live by. I cannot please everyone, or I just will not be pleasing myself. So with that said, I have been talking to one little sweet girl for a week now, maybe even longer than a week, and she just told me today, and I'm talking about what I do, and not even necessarily the company that I am with. Side note, I do work for the best company in the whole wide world. You're the well, thanks, you're the most fun person on Instagram. Okay, that is gross. Like, how do I block these people? I don't understand. Why? Why do you take the time?
Again, like, what do you think she'd say about us? Also, we're like 3 minutes into this video and she hasn't really said anything. I feel like everything that's come out of her mouth has been an incomplete thought, and then she just jumps on to the next. She never actually completes a thought. And, you know, no hate towards that, because I'm like that too. Like, you guys should see my unedited footage. You guys should see the way I tried to form complete sentences in real life. It just does not always come together. I feel that. But, compose yourself. People are watching you and you're trying to get a point across. Like, compose yourself, chick. And also, who has the time? If she had something to say about someone leaving a comment, I don't know what she's gonna say about me making a full-on video about her. Up until now, like, I guess I've been saying a lot about her personally, and I don't want to like make this about that, so I'm gonna try to just focus on what she's saying. It's just really hard. What I always like to do here is not make it about the person, not make it personal. It's about the shit they're spewing out of their butts and their pie holes, the kind of manipulation, the kind of bullshit they say to keep people in the company or to get people to join the company. That's what we're trying to focus on here. That's what I normally focus on here. It's just so hard. I'm gonna do my best. I'm sorry. Okay. Same.
So I've been talking to this sweet girl about what I do, and finally today she tells me I am most nervous about what my husband's friends are going to think. I know that my husband's friends are going to laugh at me. I was so sad. I have heard everything, every excuse in the book. And I had lunch with a few of my girlfriends last week, I think. Last week? I don't even know what day it is. It's been a long week. And they were telling me that their husband's friends, like, give them a really hard time, or they laugh about it, or they laugh at them about their stories, or putting on makeup, or washing their face on social media. And I get it, I guess. In the beginning, my husband was like, oh, Lord Jesus, what are you going to do now? Because I have tried everything under the sun. But he knows that his wife is crazy, and he knows who he married, so whatever. So I get it, kind of, but that's my husband. My husband's friends, like, that never even occurred to me, and I have heard it all. I mean, obviously, you can imagine, I'm up close, all up in your face, and I am a little bit loud, and I'm a little bit crazy, and I'm a little bit out of control.
Okay, the one thing that's sticking with me here with everything that she just got done saying is that she's like, my husband's friends. To me, when you're married, your friends become your husband's friends, and your husband's friends become your friends, right? There's not a divide there anymore. You are a package. And if you can't be friends with your husband's friends, then they should not be your husband's friends. Do you see what I mean? Is it just me that thinks that? Like, I feel like if you're married to somebody, you are not one individual person with friends that are not friends with your significant other. I don't know. Let me know what you think about that. I just think this is so weird. Because also in this situation, if you are someone who makes their living online, whether or not you're in an MLM, you know, she was saying they make fun of you for doing makeup on the internet. And it's like, well, I mean, you don't have to be in an MLM to do that. There are plenty of YouTubers, you know, or people on TikTok who do makeup and stuff like that. If one of your actual friends is making fun of you for that, then they're not a friend. So same thing, like if your husband's friends, if you can't be friends with them without them making fun of you for doing your makeup on stream, then like they shouldn't be considered anyone's friends in your life either. I don't know. You're a package deal now. Friends that can't be friends with your husband or wife or whatever, like they shouldn't be in your life anymore. That's just how I feel.
But for me to take a step back in what I know is going to better myself and my future and my family because of what I think my husband's friends are going to say, dumbfounded. So then I started talking to more women, and I guess it's like a real concern. And then I just started getting my mind, and again, I usually don't do this. I usually do this over on the Facebook. And then it just got me thinking, like, that most people do not do what I do in fear of what a stranger, I guess a stranger on the internet is going to say. Possibly their friends, which I will say again, side note, I have a lot of squirrel moments.
Clearly.
If your friend, not a complete stranger, but a friend, a family member, has something ill to say about you doing something to propel your future, or just something for yourself, they are no friends of you.
I couldn't even let her finish that sentence. I'm sorry. This is when we start getting into cult territory. And there's a few reasons why I'm clearly not okay with what she just said. First of all, if we are talking about, let's talk about strangers on the internet. Okay, I am one of them. Me being a stranger on the internet, reacting to a video of an MLM distributor, I obviously have no personal ties to her. I don't know her. But here's why I say something. Well, there's a lot of reasons why I say something. But the biggest reason is I disagree with the way that she makes her living. Now, there are not very many professions or ways of making money, I guess, that I can say this about. So I have a pretty good reason to be critical of her, mainly out of concern for other people, other people's well-being, other people's relationships in their lives, other people's potential upward projection into society. I have concerns about these things because multi-level marketing, as we all know on this channel, and if you don't know, hi, welcome, you must be new. Multi-level marketing is a very predatory business model. You cannot win in multi-level marketing if most people beneath you are losing. The system is set up this way. Now, that being said, she just brought up, hey, if someone in your life, if your friend or family member has something negative to say, then they're not friends at all. And this is where it starts getting culty, because let's take Scientology. And I know this is obviously a more extreme example, but it's an example that works nonetheless. So in Scientology, you cannot remain friends with somebody who has left the religion, or the cult, if we will. Once someone leaves Scientology, they are considered a suppressive person. Hello, Pop-Tart. Oh, there's her tail. There it is. Oh. Why do I feel like crying right now? Because her tail is so cute. Like, look at this. I'm not even kidding, I'm like tearing up because she's so cute. Yeah, if you stay in contact with a suppressive person, you yourself can then become a suppressive person, and then the rest of the organization can't communicate with you anymore. You literally get excommunicated. And that is exactly what she's telling you to do right now. She's saying if people don't like what you're doing, if they have something negative to say, they're not your friend, get rid of them. And that is fucked up, because in this particular situation, and I guess you could even say the same about any other cult, but in multi-level marketing, we don't say this shit to you just to be a dick, just to be like, what? You're doing what with your life? No, it's because we have legitimate concern. If my sister joined a multi-level marketing company tomorrow, which she never will, obviously, she's my sister, she knows better. If she were to, of course I would say something because I care about her. I know she's a better person than that. Yeah, I said it. People who join multi-level marketing companies, if you are going to be successful in these companies, you have to throw any ethical thought out of your mind. You have to get rid of your fucking morals, anything you've ever been taught about loving thy neighbor and treat others the way you'd like to be treated, blah, blah, blah. All of that goes out the window if you're going to be successful in an MLM, because if you're going to be successful in an MLM, you have to prey on the vulnerabilities of other people. You have to lie, or at the very least, extend the truth as far as you can before it fucking snaps. You pretty much have to isolate yourself inside of an echo chamber, because if you let anyone else's voices in, you might get talked out of what you're doing, and of course your upline's not gonna like that. So that's why you get added to all these Facebook groups, you get love bombed, you become dependent on that feeling, the feeling of community, so that you feel like if you leave, you're leaving your friends, you're losing friends, when in reality none of these people were ever your friends to begin with. You were only ever a dollar sign to these people, and that's what you have to do. If you're gonna make it to the top level of the company where she's at, well, I don't know if she's at the tippy top, but she's definitely up there. If you're gonna make it to where she's at, you no longer have legitimate, genuine relationships with people anymore, because every single person you meet, the first thing on your mind is going to be, how am I going to recruit this person? Can I get this person to buy my product? But mostly, how do I convince them to join my team? They will absolutely deny this, but it's the truth. That's what you have to do anyway. So obviously those things are concerning. And if somebody you love gets into a situation where they're going to have to change every good thing about them, every good part of their personality, every good part of their ways of thinking, anything like that, they have to get rid of it. So yeah, it is literally your duty as somebody's friend or family member, as someone who cares about another person, to speak up and say, hey, I don't think you should be doing this. What she's saying is, if someone speaks up out of concern, bye. I don't know, maybe you should listen? At least hear them out, right? This is where it turns into a cult. Point blank, period.
Yours. I hate to break it to you. You need to remove them from your table, and not permanently. I mean, they can come back, they can get an invite back to the table, but if they are quote unquote friends of yours and they are gonna have something silly to say about whatever it may be that you decide to put one foot in front of the other and do something, create something for your family, for yourself, whatever it may be, you may need to take another look-see.
If that thing that is going to take care of your family, blah, 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 is preying on other people, if your way of making money is by other people losing money to you, not spending money with you, losing money to you, then yeah, people in your life should be speaking up, because newsflash, it's pretty fucked up to do that. It's not okay.
But in regards to strangers on the internet, And when I think about it, I think to myself, and maybe that's it. Maybe that's it. Maybe the reason, and I do have a lot of women come to me, and I'm not just saying that. I'm not just like I get a lot of messages about my skincare, or I get a lot of messages. I do have quite a few women messaging me, and then they get into their own head that I could never do what you do. I don't know how to do makeup. I don't know how to, all of the things. I don't have time. I don't have all of the things.
Trust me, you do not have to know how to do makeup to be a beauty guide with Limelife, because in my time with the company, I saw a lot of shit. Actually, that's part of the reason why I decided to join Limelife, because I knew, well, it was Limelight back then, whatever. I knew that I was better at makeup than most of the people I had seen before I joined. I was like, shit, if these people are doing it and they're kind of sucking hard, then I definitely can do it. That's part of what made me join. I think that might just be, you know, an excuse, a legitimate excuse to be like, oh, I don't want to join because I don't know how to do makeup. What they really mean to say is, I could never do what you do because I could never prey on people like you do. I could never lie to people like you do. I could never sit on my phone or my computer for 10 hours a day, sending cold message after cold message, going live on my phone 4 times a day, just blog my whole life, because that's not healthy either. Like, let's be honest, you need to have your own personal private time. And again, most of the people who are high up in multi-level marketing companies, they don't really have a moment to themselves because they're working 24/7, and their idea of working is literally sharing their whole entire lives on social media. Not a healthy thing to do.
That's just the enemy that creeps into your brain when you are that close to making a decision.
That's not the enemy. That's literally your brain's fight or flight, or like your survival instinct. When red flags start going off and your brain starts being like, no, you don't want to do this because, and then it gives you a bazillion reasons. That's what that is. It's like literally survival, because your brain is like, run away from that. That is not good. Run away. Oh, but that's the enemy. We talked about this before. There was a video I did where an Arbonne chick was like, just turn off your brain. And it's like, yup, you basically need to do that if you're going to be successful. You have to ignore the warning signs. You have to ignore the red flags that go up in your brain. You have to ignore the wee woo wee woo wee woo going on in your brain. You have to ignore all of that. Your brain will be constantly telling you to get out, go, leave. This is bad. This is bad. You're uncomfortable. You are clearly uncomfortable. Do you realize that you lost $400 last month? That's what's going to be going on if you don't shut that voice off. So yeah, you literally have to tell your brain to shut the fuck up. And she's basically just like admitting it here.
And the fear takes over. Then of course all of the excuses creep in. You do have time, you will find time. Especially it's something that you enjoy and something that you see so much purpose in, you will create a 25th hour. I promise you.
Did she just promise that you are somehow going to like exit our current reality, this time-space continuum, and somehow be able to pull a 25th hour out of thin air every single day? She promised you that you can. No. See, when people say, oh, I don't have time, or I don't have friends who would join me, or make like little excuses like that, that's literally them just trying to let you down easy. Because they literally just like, there's nothing you can say that's gonna make them actually want to join most of the time. Unless you find them at a vulnerable moment.
But all of those, I do get a lot of messages. I do get a lot of, I want to do what you do, but I am afraid. I am fearful. And I think to myself, maybe their purpose for doing this is not and this goes with anything, really. I mean, you could hear from Susie down the street that she tried one of these opportunities and it didn't work for her. Or, and again, a side note, that's like saying I bought a gym membership and I didn't get in shape. Well, did you go to the gym? Did you frickin' work out? I don't know.
I hate when they use this as an example, but when you go to the gym and you actually put your whole mind, body, and strength into working out, and then you go home and you eat healthy, you're gonna see results. If you go from just sitting on your butt and eating mac and cheese all day to then suddenly being a gym rat and eating healthy all day, yeah, you're gonna see results. In an MLM, you could put your mind, heart, body, soul, what the fuck ever, all of your finances, throw it all into the MLM, and you can try genuinely with with all your heart, go to every team meeting, listen to everything your upline says, copy what your upline posts, do what your upline does, monkey see, monkey do, and it still might not work for you. And when I say might not, it's like you got a pretty big chance that it won't. I mean, look at literally any income disclosure statement for any multi-level marketing company, and the numbers in general all say the same thing. Some of them are more, some of them are less, but in general, from what I've seen, I would say that on average, about 80%, sometimes more, that is the amount of people who are stuck at that first rank who never rank up. And even then, you don't even start seeing like actual money until you're multiple ranks in. So like even just that one rank up isn't going to do much for you in the grand scheme of things. But you can't say that 80% of people, none of them tried. None of them wanted to work the business. All of them just wanted to sit there and have money flow to them. That's not true. That's literally just diminishing any sort of effort that someone puts into this, because a lot of people do put in a lot of effort. I know I did. I'll tell you right now, I would go live doing my makeup. I made like an 8-page brochure from scratch of like, if someone throws a party with me, I was going to throw in like special deals, like, oh, you'll get this gift from me or whatever. Like, I made my own brochure, and it was so good, not to toot my own horn, but it was so good that my upline's upline, everyone on our immediate team had me send them a copy of it so that they could look at it and be like, oh, I want one for myself. And then I ended up editing one or two of them for someone on my team to like change some things around a bit. But like literally my brochure was good enough for people to be like, that's a good idea, I want that. And I spent a lot of time on it. Like, I did things that I didn't have to do, and you're gonna tell me, oh no, you didn't try hard enough. I had other stuff going on too, but I definitely put some time and effort into my time with Limelight/Limelife, and it didn't work out for me. I'm fucking glad it didn't work out for me, because look at us now, guys. But my point is it's really shitty to be like, nah, those people didn't try. It's like, I would guarantee that most of them did, and a lot of them probably went into it being like, okay, I'll hop into a team call and see what this is about. Heard like one crazy cult leader kind of speech from someone on a Zoom call and was like, you know what, maybe this isn't for me, and then left. You know, maybe there are people like that out there. Either way, I just think it's really gross when they do this, because I feel like it's very victim blamey.
Anywho, so I think to myself, maybe their purpose for wanting to do this, I know that it should just be fun. In the beginning, it should be something fun for you and light and give you purpose. Now, again, I will say this. I do say this mostly on my Facebook. However, if this doesn't resonate with you, feel free to swipe by. Again, no hard feelings. This message is not for everyone. Especially if you hear me say I needed something more. Hear me now. Hear my words loud and clear. There is nobody, and I may be biased, who wanted to be a mother more than I did, who prayed for that boy and the husband that God placed in my life more than I did. However, I was somebody before I was mom, before I was Dominic's wife, and I lost that person. Not because being a wife and being a mother does not fulfill me, but I lost my daily purpose, what filled me, what filled my cup, so then I could pour from a full cup. And
so, like, I don't know this lady's story, but, like, to me it sounds like it wasn't that she couldn't have kids or something like that. She couldn't be the mother that she wanted to be. It was probably more so, like, she just wasn't in that place in her life. And, you know, I don't want to make assumptions. You know, maybe she did have some, like, fertility issues or whatever. But to be like, no one wanted a baby more than me. Hey, bitch. Yo, fuck you. If you've ever lost a baby, lost a pregnancy, had a miscarriage, stillborn, whatever the fuck, that is a traumatic, life-changing thing to happen to somebody. And then there are women who can't even get pregnant at all. And they'll go through all the fertility treatments and they'll do all these things and then just never have a baby. Oh, but you wanted it more than them, right? You know, again, maybe she had some sort of fertility treatments or something. I don't know. But clearly she was able to have a baby. That, in and of itself, is enough to be like, well, you got what you wanted. At least you have one. There are people out there who desperately want at least one and will never have one. You know what I mean? And I just think that that's really shitty of her to have said that. And she probably didn't mean it that way. It's just, maybe that's just me coming from a place of struggling with infertility and miscarriages and shit. Like, to me, I'm like, why the fuck would you say that? That's fucked up.
So so that is what women are missing. And that is why women come to me and say, like, you look like you're having so much fun, or I would really wish that I could be a part of. But then the fear creeps in. And I think, again, going back to maybe their purpose doesn't kick them out of bed. My why for doing this every day for the past 4 years is so strong that it literally catapults me out of bed. Because I think, and this is the message that I really want to get across to most of the women, and I may tag some of you because I've gotten your permission, and you just need to hear this. Catapults me out of bed because there is nobody on this Instagram page except for one person, and that is my husband, who could deter me from why I do this. There's nobody, no opinion, no eye roll, no messages about how dare you promote makeup in the middle of a pandemic. Big Brother will get you, or Big Karma, or whoever.
Listen, the people who are bitching about MLM distributors in a pandemic are not bitching because you're trying to sell something in a pandemic. We are mad because you weren't trying to sell makeup during a pandemic. You were trying to recruit people to sell makeup during a pandemic, which would have included them giving you a chunk of money after, a lot of them had just lost their jobs or had their hours cut. They didn't have the funds to do so. And you ma'am, if you've heard people bitching about what you're doing during the pandemic, then you're probably guilty of this too. We're mad that you were like, you need this opportunity. Did you just lose your job? Do you need to replace some income? Here, join Limelife. Yeah, that's why we're mad. Sell whatever you want, boo-boo. None of us are mad that, the Etsy sellers are out here doing shit. None of us are mad that meal delivery people are out there doing shit. No one's mad about any of that. We're mad that you're preying on people. The biggest thing with the pandemic was MLMs like Herbalife and Isogenics and Prove It and Arbonne even, selling health supplements, basically claiming that they're even essential oils and shit were gonna cure COVID and all this shit. Obviously we're mad about that, but she's selling makeup, right? So it's not like she was preying on people being like, my makeup is going to cure coronavirus. It wasn't that. It was that she was trying to, I'm saying she just out of an assumption that she was part of this because she has heard this kind of criticism clearly because she's talking about it, that she was trying to propel herself forward in the company by finding vulnerable people who were in a bad place because of coronavirus and trying to convince them that they needed to join her team. That's why we're mad. I don't give a shit that you're selling makeup. That's just not what it is. She's missing the point.
Karma will come and get you, or you're way too loud, or please stop making these reels. You are not funny. There is nobody on my Instagram page, or really there should be nobody that could deter you from what it is, from your purpose, if it is strong enough. If it is, there's nobody here, there's no opinion that is going to send my son to private school, that's going to pay for that's going to deposit money into my bank account, that's going to pay for his extracurricular, who's gonna pay for his karate and his baseball and his piano.
Congratulations that Limelife has done that for you, but the reason Limelife has done that for you is because other people below you are losing out on those things. Other people below you, and listen, in Limelife in general, I've been there, they want you to spend a shitload of money on literally inventory, but they call it a kit. So what you're supposed to do, and this was what was pushed very heavily on me when I was in Limelife, they want you to build a makeup kit, so therefore you need to buy a shade of every foundation, all the eyeshadows. Each eyeshadow is $20 each. You can get a big palette of them for literally $200. It's fucking insane. Of course, I didn't see it back then. I was just blinded and these are the best eyeshadows out there, which they're fine. I mean, I'll be honest, Limelife makeup and stuff, I didn't have an issue with any of it. I actually liked it, but that's neither here nor there. The point is, so you were supposed to have a kit, and then they wanted you to do at-home parties, makeup parties. They wanted you to go throw a party at your friend's house, just we hear the Pure Romance parties and stuff like that. Have some wine, have some food, and then just all the girls just have a girl night, just play with makeup. That's what they're supposed to do. I tried to do that twice, and both times my friends who said that they would throw a party for me, no one RSVP'd, and then we didn't do it because people don't like to be sold to. But that's what they want you to do. The kit that my upline had, it had to have been worth thousands of dollars in retail value because of how much she had in that kit, dude. It was unbelievable. So yeah, someone's going to join your team, and and then you're gonna go, hey, you know what you need to do? Hey, do you want to be active this month? Which you had to have $300 in sales or purchases to be active in a month. Hey, you only made one sale this month and you still need $250. Hey, how about you take that $250 and you buy more products so you can build your kit? That's exactly what it was. And it's like, well, look at me now. I'm not in Limelife. So what if I had bought all those foundation shades and never used them, you know? I'd just be sitting on a bunch of product that I'm never going to use. That's inventory hoarding. That's inventory loading. And they use the whole kit thing to kind of distract you from what it really is. So yeah, that's why we're mad. People are literally spending money because you're telling them to on things that are never going to give them any sort of return on their investment. That's just what happens in these companies. Every company is the same in one way or another with their products. Like, they're going to find a way to convince you to inventory load. In Limelife, this is what it is.
Your opinion, unless you want to pay those bills for me, then your opinion.
They are paying those bills for you, though. That's the point. Every time they buy something for their kit that you're sitting there being like, build your kit. Every time they buy something, you're getting a cut of it, honey boo boo. Like, we all know that. It's not sneaky anymore. We all know that every purchase that someone in your downline makes, whether it be, you know, a few generations below you and you only make 1% of their sales or whatever, if there's like 5,000 people down there, 1% of 5,000 people's sales and purchases is kind of a lot of money. So in a roundabout way, not even really in a roundabout way, they're literally paying your bills. Unless you want to pay the bills for me. Yeah, they are. Without them, if they were not on your team, you wouldn't have the money to pay the bills. It's coming from your team and their purchases.
But until then, and that is the message that I so strongly want to get across to so many women who message me, and then they allow all of these negative self-talk get into their head, and it stems from judgment. It stems from a fear of judgment, because there is. And there will be. I'm not going to sugarcoat it for you. I'm not going to say that nobody has ever judged me. Nobody has ever had something silly to say about good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Hi, friends. I would be a millionaire if I told you how many times people make fun of the way that I start my...
Wait, so you're not a millionaire, though? You're, like, super high up in the compensation plan. What about financial freedom? You're not even a millionaire? Huh. Funny. I thought you were financially free in this company. I don't know. She never said that, but I'm just assuming because all the Huns say that.
But their opinions, I tried to take them to the bank and they wouldn't cash them. So that's how I knew that their opinions didn't really matter. So I just wanted to hop on, and there is something so special about what I do, regardless of how you view it, regardless of what you have heard or what you may have thought or what you think it is from the past. It is not what you think it was from the past. It is whatever you want it to be. If you want it to be something that just fills your cup, if you want it to be fun, if you really do need to substitute a full-time income, you could make that here. What I don't understand is why somebody has something to say about what I do.
It's because there are people that are being hurt by it. You know, we have like legitimate cause for concern. I don't know if you've gotten that so far, but we are saying things because we don't want people to be hurt by you, ma'am. You or other people like you. Yeah, that's why we say things. That's why I'm saying things now. That's why I'm speaking words into a lens. That is why. I don't get it. You're either brainwashed or you're just trying to play dumb. And I think she's just trying to play dumb. I always like to do this when we do these reaction videos. I'm like, where do you think this person lies? Do they actually believe the shit they're saying, or are they just saying it to make a buck? I think this chick is saying it to make a buck. I don't see anything genuine about what she's doing. And I feel like usually I come to the defense of them in a way where I'm like, well, they're victims, they're brainwashed. I don't feel that with this girl, guys. I don't. I think she knows exactly what she's doing.
Or about what somebody else, a friend, if you are that friend, if you are that husband, if you are that husband's friends who makes fun of your friend's wife, or I cannot even grasp the thought of belittling somebody for doing something that makes them feel good about themselves. Like,
I cannot understand why bank robbers go to jail. They're just trying to provide for their family. That's pretty much what you're saying. Like, that is your logic. It's like, I'm doing something that is negatively making an impact on other people. But I don't get it. Why are you guys so upset? Why does anyone have anything to say about the way I make my money? Because the way you make your money is taking money from other people. Just saying I am trying to make money to provide for my family isn't an immediate pass to be like, oh, okay, then carry on.
The thought just, again, dumbfounded.
Dumbfounded, because if what these people are saying are true, then I guess I must not be that great of a person. And I think I'm pretty great. No, I don't know. I think she knows.
Maybe you don't understand it, but you don't have to understand it. Maybe you don't understand it, but you don't have to understand it. It's not for you. It's not for everyone. So if it's not for you, just let the person who you see living their best life, just let them be. What does it matter to you?
It doesn't matter to me personally, but the thing is, I give a shit about other people. Is it sympathy or empathy? I always do this, and then you guys always tell me in the comments what the difference is, and then I always forget. But it's like, I give a shit about other people in general. And if someone who is in a vulnerable place comes across this video that you're making right now, ma'am, they come across what you're saying, and they go, wow, she seems really happy in her life. I'm gonna see what it is she does. And then you're gonna try to talk her into joining your team, and then bada bing, bada boom, you just stole $300 from her. You know what I mean? I say stole. I don't actually think that multi-level marketing steals money from people. I think it preys on vulnerable people and convinces them to willingly give up their money, because that's what happens when you love bomb people and you gaslight them and you brainwash them. That's what it is. That's what this is.
But no, I don't get it. I don't understand.
What doesn't matter to you? I am not worried. I do not concern myself with how you provide for your family.
The way I provide for my family is educating people on multi-level marketing companies. Multi-level marketing companies. Oftentimes using direct examples from people who are in it. Like in this case, my objective is to take the things you're saying and hopefully provide someone with answers for why this is bad. Here we are. That's my purpose, and that's how I provide for my family. The people who watch my videos aren't paying me any money, except for my patrons and my members, but no one's holding a gun to their head asking them to do that. It's like they're doing it because somehow they like me. I don't know. But other than that, it costs no money to watch my videos. The only people who are suffering from what I'm doing are people who, quite frankly, are doing something wrong. That's activism, baby. So why does it matter to me? Why do I care? Because I've been there and I don't want other people to be there. Pretty simple.
Why are you concerned with how I provide for my family? So that was it. Off my soapbox. If you are one of the women who have messaged me, there is no time better than now. I promise you.
I tell you this all the time, but they always say this. There's no better time than right now. They're just always going to say that. Always and forever. That's always the answer to this. There is never a bad time to join the company.
Those people will mean less and less. Those opinions will mean less and less. The idea of others will be so far a memory. Instagram is going to save and post on my page. I had a low battery, so that means end the live. But I just wanted to hop off, give a little
Okay, her audio is like super off. I think it's the video because like she said her battery was low and giving her issues.
cents of mine on this unfiltered Friday. Don't be that person. Don't be that person. And if you're still thinking about it, then there is a reason why. If you're still thinking about it, then that must mean, if you're still watching, then that must mean you're still thinking about it. And if you're still thinking about it, then that is your sign to just take the leap of faith. If nothing else, you have me, and I will defend you till the end. For whatever that's worth. All right. Happy Unfiltered Friday. I hope you all have a beautiful weekend. A little bit more coffee to go before we switch right to wine.
Yeah.
Happy Friday. Good night.
Wow, what an ending. I don't know if she necessarily needs the coffee, guys. Let me know what you guys think down below. That's the end of that video there. That was a lot. Sorry to make you guys all sit through that, but if you're still here, I appreciate you because that was a load of crap. A very loud load of crap. Let's thank my patrons and my members, guys. The names I'm about to read off are my financial supporters. They are the people who get access to things like our private Discord server. We have a postcard club. I give you guys early access to videos whenever I'm able to. All that good stuff. There's even more where that came from. So if any of that sounds good to you, you can go to patreon.com/SavannahMarie, or you can click the join button beneath this video to join my YouTube memberships. They're both the same, just whatever you want, okay? And with all that, the biggest thank you in the whole wide world goes to Elizabeth Wyatt, Nitty Dragon, Leanne, Marianne Barajas, Meredith Nakata, Molly Wasilewski, Ryamu, Turd Ferguson, Alice W., Amanda Shannon, Amy Huffman, April Lindblom, Boris Geller, Casey Scraper, Katrina Rosemarick, Claire T., Danae Twitchell, Daniel Urena, E. Higgins, Erica Louder Craddock, Jerry Duncan, Heidi Haw, Julia Wheeler, Kelly Creffield, Kim Cartwright, Laura Lynn Martin, Lizzie McQueen, Maddie Darley, Rachel McHenry, Samantha Jackson, Stephanie Hell, Tuesday the 13th, Colin F., Jess Kronfeld, Krista Scantlin, Sarah Fisher, Liz Plantasy, Jay Marie, Tiffany Brust, Auntie Lou, Fallon Lowry, Sabrina Franklin, and Julia Nieberdowski. And to the rest of my fabulous patrons and my members, thank you guys so much for being here and being you. Thank you, even if you're not a financial supporter, for making it to the end of this video. I appreciate you so much because the YouTube algorithm really loves watch time. So thanks for sitting through all that. Thanks again to Shapermint for sponsoring today's video. Again, don't forget, you can click my link down below, use the code SavannahControl20 at checkout, and you can get yourself 20% off some Shapermint pants. Keep making waves, babes. I will smell you all later. Mommy Tsunami out.